In 797 AD, the sun over Constantinople vanished for 17 days. This wasn't just a natural anomaly. To the people of the Byzantine Empire, it was a profound sign, a celestial expression of divine disapproval, linked directly to a shocking political upheaval, the brutal blinding of Emperor Constantine VI. Tonight, we delve into this mystery. What truly caused the sun to vanish? And how did such a potent natural sign become intertwined with the downfall of emperors and the rise of a new imperial power? Where history speaks. Our story begins in Constantinople, the vibrant capital of the Eastern Roman Empire. In August 797 AD, Emperor Constantine VI was overthrown and cruelly blinded. This horrific act, committed with at least the consent, if not the direct order, of his own mother, Empress Irene, secured her position as his successor. Blinding was a common penalty in the empire, effectively disqualifying him from the throne. Irene, who had already ruled as regent for her underage son, now became the sole ruler, the Vasilevs, a masculine term that underscored her unprecedented position as the first female emperor of the Eastern Roman Empire. Irene's rise was fraught with challenges. Her gender alone posed difficulties in public opinion. She grappled with significant foreign affairs problems, including losses against a Frankish-Lombard coalition. Her reign, though groundbreaking, was marked by political instability, and she would eventually be overthrown in October 802 AD. While Constantinople reeled from internal turmoil, events in the West were moving toward a dramatic climax. On December 25, 800 AD, the Frankish king Charlemagne was crowned Emperor of the Romans by the Pope in Rome. This wasn't an isolated event. It was directly influenced and legitimized by the chaos in the East. In Western Europe, some observers saw Constantine VI's blinding and his replacement by a woman as a profound sign, a potential collapse of the Roman Empire and the entire world order. This was fueled by pre-existing apocalyptic expectations. Older calculations dated the creation of the world to 5200 BC. Based on these estimations, the year 800 AD was anticipated to mark the beginning of the 7th millennium of the world, which some believed signaled the very end of times. The influential scholar Alcuin, a key figure in Charlemagne's court, argued that with the blinding of the emperor in Constantinople, 797 AD, and the assault on Pope Leo III in Rome, 799 AD, only Charles remained to preserve the threatened salvation of the churches of Christ. In this narrative, the Eastern Roman imperial throne was vacant because, in the view of some Western sources, a woman couldn't truly be an emperor. Frankish sources went further, describing Irene's reign almost as an interregnum, an empty throne, which made Charlemagne's coronation appear not just justified, but necessary. The Byzantine historical work, the Chronographia, attributed to Georgios Synkelos and Theophanes, drew a deliberate parallel between these events, contrasting the cruel and grievous blinding of Constantine VI with what it called the merciful blinding of the Pope. In April 799, Pope Leo III was attacked by political enemies in Rome, who attempted to gouge out his eyes and cut out his tongue, the standard method for permanently disqualifying a ruler. Remarkably, Leo survived with his sight and speech intact, either because the mutilation was botched or intentionally less severe. Chroniclers used this contrast to symbolize the different fates of imperial and papal power, portraying both as darkened but in different ways, and setting the stage for Charlemagne's coronation. This atmosphere of impending doom created a powerful impetus. For Charlemagne and his circle, Irene's coup in 797 could be seen as another sign of the empire's impending fall. This perception drove the push to renew the Roman Empire in the West, culminating in Charlemagne's imperial coronation. The Chronographia also shaped this narrative. Despite portraying Irene positively elsewhere, it intentionally linked her son's mutilation with the events leading to Charlemagne's coronation. It placed the blinding of Constantine VI in August 797 alongside the blinding of Pope Leo III in 799, and then Charlemagne's coronation in 800, compressing time to create a sense of inevitability. Curiously, the 17-day darkening is not mentioned in earlier chronicles like Theophanes, suggesting the account may have been added later to strengthen the Irene-Charlemagne narrative. The Chronographia wasn't just reporting events, it was shaping the story to fit the political and religious ideas of its own time. But if the political drama is clear, what about the sun? What could possibly keep the skies dim for 17 days? And could the cause be even more dangerous than the politics it overshadowed? For centuries, scholars debated the cause. Some scientists proposed solar eclipses, logical at first glance. In 2022, historians Johannes Preiser-Capella and Ewald Kisslinger re-examined this event by combining chronicles from Byzantium and the Carolingian world with modern paleoclimate evidence. Their research strongly dismissed eclipses as the cause. The facts don't add up. Geographical problem: the eclipses of 797 and 798 weren't visible in Constantinople at all, only in distant parts of the world. Duration problem: eclipses last minutes, not weeks. The Chronographia says the darkness lasted 17 days. Historical awareness: people in the empire knew eclipses well. They distinguished between a brief eclipse, eclipsis, and a prolonged darkening, skotos. The conclusion? It couldn't have been an eclipse. If it wasn't the moon, then something far more powerful and far more destructive must have blotted out the sun. Severe weather events and famines in the early 790s had already primed people to interpret any unusual phenomenon as divine punishment, making the darkening even more ominous in the public mind. For an event lasting 17 days, the real suspect is a massive volcanic eruption. When a powerful volcano erupts, it launches ash and sulfur high into the atmosphere. These particles scatter sunlight and can dim the sky for weeks or months. The 17 days fits perfectly with this kind of event. History is full of examples. In 536 AD, Procopius described the sun as giving forth its light without brightness for an entire year, caused by a massive eruption. In 1783, Iceland's Laki eruption created a haze that lingered for months, disrupting navigation just as the Chronographia described in 797. But can we find concrete evidence for such an eruption in this period? Science has the answer, and it's hidden in ice and wood that's over 1,000 years old. As Preiser-Capella and Kislinger's study highlighted, ice cores from Greenland trap atmospheric aerosols, including sulfates, a signature of large volcanic eruptions. The latest, most refined dating of Greenland ice core data now firmly identifies a major volcanic match around the year 800 AD. This strong signal indicates a significant Northern Hemisphere eruption. Tree rings provide another critical piece of the puzzle. Their annual growth rings record climate conditions. Between 792 and 794 AD, records describe extreme weather and widespread crop failures in the Carolingian Empire. Tree ring data from Switzerland shows a noticeable dip in growth, suggesting a colder period. Around 800 AD, tree ring data from Scandinavia and the Alps show one of the sharpest declines in 1,500 years, rivaling 536 AD's cold snap. This strongly supports a climate-effective volcanic eruption around this time, likely from Northern Hemisphere volcanoes like Mount Katla or Mount Hekla in Iceland. There's another possibility, a Mediterranean eruption. Historical accounts place volcanic activity at Vesuvius and the Lipari Islands between 787 and 800 AD. One eyewitness, Gregorios, described boiling seas, flowing lava and ash so thick it scorched the land. Models show ash from such an eruption could have reached Constantinople. Geological evidence supports increased volcanic activity in these areas during this period. The Monte Pilato event on Lipari is dated to around 780 to 785 AD, with ash found hundreds of kilometers away. The authors of the 2022 study suggest it may have been phreatomagmatic, a water-magma interaction capable of producing vast ash clouds. Whether from Iceland, the Mediterranean or both, a volcanic veil likely caused the 17-day darkening. And chroniclers, weaving politics, religion and omens, tied it forever to Irene's reign and Charlemagne's rise. In the end, the Omen was more than just a meteorological note. It was a deliberate narrative tool used to morally justify political change and the reshaping of imperial power in the Christian world. The Chronographia wasn't written to tell history as we see it today. It told history as its authors needed it to be. The sun's darkening was real. Its meaning was made. And in that blend of nature's power and human storytelling, the fate of empires was decided. If you liked the video and want to be notified as soon as a new episode is released, please hit the like button and subscribe. And if you want a specific historical topic that might be unknown to a lot of people covered here, leave a comment. Thank you for watching and stay curious.